I just kept myself to myself. You know, where some people have a lot of friends and all. I more or less just went out on by myself and didn't bother with anybody really. It just happens, you know. I just draw and that's it. You know. I don't think what I'm going to do really. You know. See, when I go back to the hostel, go into my room, I would take out an envelope, get my pens out, and then just start and do something. I wouldn't, you know. I don't think I'm going to do anything in particular. Like, you know. I suppose in a way it's just to pass the time, you know. Do you know the type of people that would watch your type of films?
I'm not sure. Whoever might be interested in your art.
There's no bad people really. Like I'm afraid of somebody bad, you know, looking at drawings and saying, "Where does he live?" and all this, you know.
Oh no, I don't think we.
I actually want to leave the hostel. So if I'm able to rent a house somewhere, or if I'm lucky enough to earn a lot of, or make a lot of money to buy a house even, you know, because I mean, I'm in there 8 years, that's terrible. I don't know what they're called, but other people eat them, so I eat them too. They're nice and tasty, but they're hard to get. I'm going to try a few, all right? See, I can. Do you want to try one? There's a little hard thing in the middle, so you just have to spit it out.
Thank you.
There's the hard thing there. Nice and tasty, aren't they?
What do you normally buy? Sort of thing.
What do you call it? Those wee uh, sardines and brine, something like that, and bread, you know. And I like kick stimulation drinks, so I buy that, you know.
What does that do to you?
What, the stimulation drink? Well, it's supposed to give you a lot of energy. See, I don't drink alcohol, you know, so.
Can you draw more quickly after?
Well, it does seem to give you more energy, right?
So, any drawings you've seen before that would influence you,
What ones that I've done, you mean?
or other people's?
Well, I haven't really seen any other people's drawings, you know. I think I told you if I'm doing a drawing and I fill it all in completely, it takes about 14 hours. You know, the whole thing. Which seems a long time for a small, you know. And if I make a mistake, if, if I'm not happy with it, then I stop, you know, and start on another painting. Just an idea, I don't know, just a thought came into my mind to do those type of drawings. Yeah, some people would go down and watch television, but I wouldn't be bothered, you know. They're supposed to be different colours of clouds. And these are strange things that are flying up in the air, you know. And strange things, you know. But that's what they're supposed to be, really, clouds, you know. Different colours. And then that goes up, and then the top of it comes off, and it hits up here, you know.
So these are parts of the object?
Because there's the yellow one, and it flies off. And the blue one. And then I heard on the radio, on the TV one time that there are things that float about. I also heard that there were a couple of times there were people that lived on other planets actually came down to Earth, you know, to see people. I don't really know if it's true or not. There's a little friendly dog. I see this dog practically every day. Hello. 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 See, and I was told that God, he created animals as well. But apparently animals don't get to heaven, you know, so why not, like, you know? If everybody's supposed to be good to get to heaven, I mean, why are we here, you know? And then if I told somebody, they would say, well, because God created people. And then I thought to myself, which is probably wrong, is there a God, you know?
Do you think there is?
Well, I used to believe, and then I'm beginning to have my doubts, you know.
Why is that?
Well, you see, what I read in the Bible, God is supposed to be, God knows everything. And Jesus Christ is a saviour, and Jesus Christ supposed to know everything. And yet it said in the Bible when Jesus Christ was getting crucified, he said, God, why hast thou forsaken me? So he had his doubts. So I thought to myself, I mean, if it's Jesus. Have you bought your house?
No. Couldn't do it.
No, because I was looking,
You were looking.
and to see what, there was a few houses in Knocklofty Park.
Huh?
I know how much they're looking, over 500,000.
$500,000
Aye.
for a house. No.
You see, when my parents died, they owned the house, they left me the house. But when they left me the house, I was actually very badly troubled with people, and I sold it. A man came to me and he offered me, the houses were going for 50,000 at the time, and he offered me 10,000 and I just took it. And it soon went, and then I went into the hostel.
Did you know they were selling for 50,000?
Uh-huh. But you see, the house was practically, I mean, they'd wrecked it practically, And any time I had to leave the house, when I came back, there was always something happened, windows were broken. Sometimes maybe about 11:30 at night, if I was in bed, I could hear people trying to break the doors, So I stuck it for about 2 or 3 years, and then I couldn't stick it any longer. And then when this man came and offered me 10,000, I just took it.
What age were you?
50. Yeah, I thought when I got the 10,000, I thought it was a great, and I thought to myself, well, I'll not be able to buy a house, but I could rent a house, but I couldn't do it, And you see, I was unemployed at the time, and I actually went down and told them that I got £10,000. Well, they stopped my money, and the 10,000 soon went, But the man that bought the house, he let me stay on in the house for a year, and the money went then, That's why I'm in the hostel now. I got in. Well, I'm in there 8 years.
So you did it by hand, yeah? You just,
Mm-hmm.
Where did you learn to do such a straight line?
Well, if it was quiet and I was sitting in my room, I was able to do it. But if it got noisy or anything, I couldn't do it.
So you need silence to work.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't remember when you started drawing?
Only when I was a child, you mean?
Just whenever, I don't know.
Like, I think everybody draws as a child,
Do you think most people stop though?
I carried on. But I just couldn't sit and do nothing, really. So that's why I draw.
How would you feel if you stopped drawing?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I could really stop drawing. You see, if I had a house, I would get frames and I would put them in frames, and but with it, where I am, I just do the.
If we held an exhibition and people came, would you like to be there?
Not really, no. No. Well, I mean, if I'll put it this way, people want to buy them, let them buy them, but I just don't really want to be there. That's me. I can't help it.